Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Tony Hawk. We're going to jump into the next level here, which is school. And yeah, the nostalgia of this game is pretty fantastic for me. Honestly, it's the warehouse, the level that we played in the last episode. I remember spending hours and hours and hours playing that level with my uncle, who absolutely loved Tony Hawk, just like us kids did. Okay, this is pointless. We have too low of a score for that to matter. And I just remember playing for hours these games and just the sheer joy. One, I loved my uncle very much. He has always been really important to me as a kid. He has a lot of, we've talked about it, I think, on the channel at various points over the duration of my channel. My uncle has been, he was really important to me as a kid because he taught me how to do a lot of things. Like, he taught me to play Magic the Gathering. I keep missing that grind every time I go for it. He taught me how to play Magic the Gathering, which was a really important moment in my childhood. He taught me how to play chess, which put me ahead of other kids. When I went to school, one of the things we did, like, he taught me how to play chess and Magic when I was like 6 years old. And then when I got into like middle school and high school, kids would play chess a lot, and I had a leg up because my uncle had taught me at such a young age that I just knew, like, just from sheer like knowledge of the game, I knew more about it than most kids in my grade, and most of the kids that I played against just didn't know the way that I did. So was hugely impactful in my school days when I was starting to try and make friends and things. How do I do my special manual? And my uncle then, like, as he aged, he at a pretty young age fried his brain with acid. He was a heavy drug user. That's not gonna amount to any points. So we broke half a mil, but that's not really that impressive. And we'll give it another shot here. Maybe we should explore the level a little bit. This is a much bigger level than the one we were on previously. So just very embarrassing to land a terrible trick like that. Yeah, we'll explore the level a little bit, although we should probably see this combo through since we got the gap bonus, which is some extra points there. My uncle, he fried his brain with like acid, LSD, when he was like 13, 14. He was really heavy into drugs. He's only about 10 years older than me. Yeah, he has never really recovered from that. It's part of the reason why I have such a firm no drug stance, is that I saw my uncle, who I loved very much, as a child. I saw him kind of kill himself, essentially. Like, these days, just getting on a phone call with him is really difficult because he can't stay focused for very long. So he has a hard time interacting with people. It's made his life very difficult, is my point. And yeah, it's been really upsetting. And so I have all these positive memories of him, but it's kind of tainted with some of the other things that have been... I can't see him the way I did when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, I looked up to him a lot, and it was really easy for, when you're like, 6 or 7 and you have someone, we could have gotten over a mil if we had not screwed that up. We were so close. It's really hard when you're like 6 or 7, you see an older boy, even whether he's related to you or not, and you kind of, like, you idolize, right? You want to be like them, you want them to like you. It's a whole thing that lots of kids, we screwed that up as well. We could have chained that into a really good combo. I remember being 10 and there were some neighborhood boys who were like 17 who would come around, and they only came around because we had a basketball net in our yard, and they would come by to play. They didn't really care about me as a kid. They were just there for, the net and things. But the fact that, I was young and they were older boys was enough to make me want... Man, if we had landed those combos, we would have got like 1.2 mil on this run. 890 is nothing to sneeze at, but I really am on a quest. I want to break 1 mil. So really gonna go hard at this. Yeah, it's been weird, you know, my uncle. It's just so upsetting to see someone that when you're young you look up to, and then as they've aged have sort of hurt themselves to the point where they can't even function. It's really upsetting. I don't know if that all makes sense. If you haven't lived that, if you haven't had someone like that in your life, I can imagine you might not understand what I'm talking about, but I don't know. It's just someone I idolized as a child who basically, you know, destroyed themselves. But anyway, that's a dark line of conversation, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. It's just easy for me when I record to talk about basically anything that I want to talk about, and it makes it very smooth and easy for me to record when I'm sort of not thinking and I'm just letting whatever I'm thinking spill out of my mouth. Like whatever comes to mind, it's definitely a flow of consciousness. That's my style of recording. I know some Twitch streamers and YouTubers and stuff, they have their own styles, but for me it really is just oh yeah, I was not gonna land that. For me it really is just say whatever comes into your head, and that has always kind of worked out for me. So, and people seem to like it, you know. I don't do super well on YouTube, but I do okay, and the people who show up are the people who like listening to me ramble, and they like hearing about my life and stuff. So I don't know, for me it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy decision to make, you know. But I can see this conversation not being for everyone, especially if you've had someone maybe in your life who did similar to my uncle. I could see how that would be upsetting for you. Anyway, let's try to bang out another really big combo here before we end. Would be great. So we have a pretty good point value, so at this point we just want to work that multiplier. We talked about that in the last episode. It's really easy to get the multiplier, multiplier, but it's kind of hard to get the initial point value. Can be a little difficult. Please, I just want to break 1 million. I was afraid I was gonna lose. We broke 1 million. I did it. So I mean, so we did it. That's pretty great. I broke 1 million. That's something I've been playing. Basically, this game came out on Friday, which is like the 3rd or 4th, and it's Sunday currently. So I basically have been playing for like 2 straight days. I've done nothing. I've taken off YouTube and everything, and I've been playing, and I could not beat 1 million. So we beat 1 million. That's pretty sweet. Pretty unlikely we're gonna top that. We did get a challenge. Score 1 million in any classic park in a 2-minute session or single combo. Game mods must be disabled. Yeah, I don't do mods. So we got a board. It just says Santa Cruz. I don't like it at all. Many of the boards I find a little bit underwhelming, which to me, well, one, let's go back in the game. Which to me you would think would be like the most important part, because it's like very forward facing. People are gonna want like the coolest boards and stuff. So for me, it's like a no-brainer to me that you would put a lot of boards in the game. Please just make it to the rail. But what doesn't make sense to me is like, is that they haven't really done that. There's a lot of boards, but many of them are not that impressive, and I just don't think we're having a lot of luck over in the half pipe. Let's go over there. Oh, it didn't even make it to the table. Like, I think it makes sense that you would put a lot of effort into the boards. I don't really understand why so many of them are just branded. I think there should be more that are like just really cool graphic designs and stuff. I feel like it was a real missed opportunity, but then it's also an Activision game, so it seems really likely to me that they will... Oh, I'm glad we got that combo. I thought we were going to lose it. Okay, another big point combo. I know it gets boring to watch the manuals over and over, but they really are like the king of combos. It's the fastest, easiest, most reliable way to make just a crap ton of points. So I know it gets boring to watch the same things and the same animations, and it really is mainly button mashing. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of button mashing involved, but it's kind of significant for the purposes of Oh, I was trying to get to the lip for a lip trick. We'll do another backflip for quite a lot of points and just stack the combo again. And this is like how you manipulate, you know, the game. And I've seen people in multiplayer, they get 900,000 combos, million point combos. This is how they do it. You know, it's not the most fun thing in the world, but it is a quick and dirty way of getting just a ton of points. I was afraid I was going to lose it. We got 1.2 mil, so in addition to breaking 1 million in this, we actually demolished our previous score by another 200,000. Pretty great. Pretty great. Highest combo was 608,000? No, 400,000. And then in my best effort was 600,000 combo. Yeah, it's pretty great. Pretty great. So we broke a mill this episode. Pretty fantastic. Did not really expect that to happen, but for now, we're going to wrap. Again, I want to keep these episodes short, so thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you enjoyed me shouting that I got 1,000,000 points or whatever. So that's going to do it. Thanks for watching. Remember to click that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out, helps put my content out there for more people. Subscribe if you haven't already, and you want to. You don't have to do that. And I'll be back with more in the near future. So for now, thanks, and I'll see you next time.